Hi everybody, John Ledford here with Ledford Wealth Management Group, and welcome to the first ever edition of the 5-Minute Financial Update. Now, before you start sending me a barrage of emails, including those from my wife telling me I shouldn't wear a white shirt, and I need makeup, and the lighting in the room is all bad, and all that other kind of stuff that I already know, hold on to those emails, save them for the next couple of editions, as I promise you we'll be slowly making production improvements. But for today, I thought that my team's time was much better spent serving your planning needs and your administrative needs and your investment needs than trying to figure out how to run a 5-minute production shoot. So for today it's just me. It's me along with my iPad in my home office. And as I said, it'll get better as we go. Today I really want to talk about three things. I want to talk about market expectations for 2014, getting a lot, obviously beginning of the year, getting a lot of questions about that. I want to talk a little bit about goal setting, and then I want to share with you a couple of events that we have in the next month or two that if you're so inclined, we'd love for you to take advantage of. So that's our format for today, and I'm a minute into it already, and I'm going to stay on track. We're 5 minutes or less, and so here we go. In terms of market expectations, my expectation and belief is that 2014 is going to be a very good year for the stock market. So a very good year for me would be defined as a better than average rate of return, or better than 10%, better than 11%. So I'm expecting a double-digit rate of return in the broad stock markets for 2014. In concert with that, I'm also expecting leadership in the same areas this year that we had last year. So last year, realistically, domestic equities outperformed everything else, and the large, the smalls, the mids all did very, very well, kind of in the reverse order of what I just mentioned them. And I believe that's very likely to continue throughout this year. I expect it's going to continue to be a very difficult year for the fixed income markets. I think domestic is going to outperform developed international, and developed international is going to outperform the emerging markets. And so as we're building portfolios for 2014, we're essentially taking the playbook from 2013 and saying what were the best performers in the best performing sectors, and we're layering in portfolios that would mirror that outcome. The reality is, again, I don't expect to have 30% equity rates of return in 2014. In fact, I think they're going to be significantly less than they were last year, but still above average in terms of what we would expect over time. So that's my expectation for this year, and that's how we're developing portfolios. All that notwithstanding the noise of the markets over the last few weeks since the year has started, and notwithstanding the reality that we're down several percent already this year. Again, I think that's literally noise, and I think those are really non-events when we look at where the market's going to be at the end of this year. And so we're not letting those things affect how we're allocating in the short term. If you want to know more about my thoughts or some expanded thoughts, I've got a blog coming out. Probably by the time this video hits, that blog will be out as well. And so you can look for that on our website, or you can look for it via Twitter. I'm not really sure exactly where it is broadcast. We're trying to broadcast all things to all mediums. So at the very worst case scenario, send me an email and we'll ship it out to you. But that blog will specifically be about investment performance expectations. Secondarily, I was interviewed in a radio show about 2 weeks ago where I did a 60-minute, literally 60 minutes, a full hour of diatribe about market expectations for 2014, breaking down every asset class. Talked about gold, talked about emerging markets, talked about everything. And so if you're inclined, we'll get that information out to you as well, and you can maybe throw it in your car and listen on the way to and from work. But that's my expectations for this year. Rosy outlook, I expect good things, and of course we'll remain defensive, but that's my expectation. As for goals, this is the time of year. If you haven't done your goal setting for 2014, you're close to being late. Really by the end of January, worst case scenario, that needs to be in the bag. And so do your goal setting for this year. And if you need help with that, give us a call, whether it's personal, financial, whatever the case may be. We've got some great tools to help facilitate that. And then the last thing is we've got a seminar coming up next month, February, that's going to be specific to Social Security income and how to maximize that income. I took this seminar personally about 2 months ago and was amazed at what I didn't know about what's becoming a super important topic for a lot of us. And so if you're inclined, I encourage you to participate. If you're a client, thanks for listening. Forward this at will. There's nothing copyrighted. And if it's been forwarded to you and you'd like to contact us, then you can do so by phone at 407-999-8998, or you can do so via the web at ledfordwealth.com. Thanks. Have an awesome day. And I'm John Ledford with your 5-Minute Financial Update.